like now I'm trying to recording and then it stopped. Okay, so please, maybe some of you can accept the recording, so it didn't recording automatically or something like that. But Zoom, I record all of the conversation. Okay, so this one Microsoft Teams, I don't know why. Okay, so let's restart again. Today is quite long as well. Okay, the slide, so please bear with me. And then about the calculation, so actually the most important calculation is economic order quantity. So maybe Hannah, do you want to add some materials or some points for economic order quantity? Okay.
Oops, sorry.
Yes. Do you want to add any key points for the economic order quantity before we move on to other topics?
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I can just add really briefly, just so
Yeah,
you
sure.
know, EOQ, or economic order quantity, is like the starting point. So everything that you do in terms of like planning inventory and planning what your order quantity and order cycle will look like, EOQ is the most basic formula. So that kind of goes back to the question before. Like, obviously in reality, fixed costs change, right? But for the formula to work, you're looking at the optimal situation. Like, if everything is perfect in the world, demand is always constant, lead time is always constant, fixed cost is always constant. In theory, that's the quantity you should always order. So it's a scenario that will never ever happen in reality, but it's a good starting point to look at what your company cycles through on average to figure out what average amount you should be ordering. So I think Vanessa's question about like Q sub P, that's, you're always adjusting your order quantity based on other things. So the QP, the production quantity, is just adjusting EOQ because production quantity actually impacts your order quantity. So you start off with the basic, and that's why EOQ and what Ms. Sylvia presented, this is so important, that you know the formula. Where is it? On page 284.
Yes.
Where it says the optimal lot size, the formula 11.5. This is the foundational formula that you use for everything else for your entire system. So even though you're going to have to adjust it, whether you're a manufacturing company, you'll add it for production. If you're like a warehousing company, you might adjust it for your warehouse size. If you're a retailer, you might adjust it for transportation costs. But regardless of how you adjust it, this is kind of the foundational formula, and that graph where you optimize total cost is like the starting logic. So I'll just add that. I thought it was presented so clearly. So if you just make sure that you understand that formula really well, you can adjust it for any company that you work for in the future. And like Ms. Sylvia said, most companies have like a point and click system that will automatically calculate it for you. But if you don't understand the formula, you won't be able to adjust it to your own company's needs. So you need to know this foundational thing. It's really, really important.
Thank you, Ms. Anna.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any question, guys? Okay, hope you understand this. Okay, thank you. So we start again, okay, for the next topics. Next slide. Share again this one. Okay. So this one. Okay, aggregating. Okay, as we know, aggregating. So the basic formula will be EOQ, okay. EOQ, okay, so this one aggregating multiple products, okay, in a single order. So we back to the theory first. Savings in the transportation cost. Of course, every company will try to save their transportation cost, because sometimes transportation cost or fee, it costs a lot, okay. So we try to reduce the fixed cost for each product, and then lot size for each product can be reduced as well. And then cycle inventory, of course, can be reduced. So this one, And then the next one, single inventory. Single inventory, delivery multiple suppliers, okay. Maybe they use the land transportation, or they use shipping, okay, or they use flight by air, okay. It depends which transportation, multiple suppliers. So sometimes they will combine. And then of course reducing the receiving and leading costs to reduce the cycle inventory. Why we need to reduce the cycle inventory? As we knew, we don't want to have we don't want to have too many stocks, okay, in our warehouse or in our company, okay. Make sure we just have enough to fulfill the needs or the demands, and then we will make an order for next seasons, okay. So that's why the formula of economic order quantity, it's really important. So next, ordering, transportation, receiving cost growth with the variety of the products or pickup points, okay. Again, this is the formula DI, okay, annual demand for product, okay, annual demand for product. So if you have your textbook, it's in the page aggregation 288 11.3, okay, at the bottom there, okay. So and then S again stand for order cost. SI, additional order cost incurred if product I is included in the order, okay. So this is the formula, will be looks like this. The approach, its product managers will order his or her model independently. So let's say, like I said before, Zara, okay, maybe in Central Park, Zara Central Park, they need more tank top. So they will order tank top. Or Holland Bakery, before I give you an example, chocolate flavors and cheese flavors, of course. And then in Jakarta, maybe they love abon flavors or sausage flavors. So each product managers will order his or her model independently. And then next, the product managers jointly order every product in its lot, okay, to reduce the costs, to reduce the transportation cost, to reduce ordering costs. This one, yeah, that's why they jointly order every product. Product managers order.
Miss Sylvia,
Yes.
the slide is cropped. It's not showing properly.
Oh, okay. Let me try to stop sharing. I share again. Okay, wait. Thank you. How about now? Can you see?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
showing
Okay.
properly
Lot
now.
sizing, multiple products. Okay. So we are in number 3 and number 2. Okay, so each product managers, they will join for the order. So let's say we are 4 of us, okay, we work in Zara stores, okay, but one in Central Park, one in Karawaci, one in Plaza Senayan, and one in Senayan City, for example. Not Senayan, yeah, Senayan City, yeah, they have Zara. So let's say Senayan City, it's more jeans, okay, Central Park tank top, and then maybe Plaza Senayan, they don't have Zara. So just comparing Senayan City and Central Park, okay, jeans and tank tops. So all the product managers will join the order, okay. And then after that, number 3, they will order jointly, but not every orders contains every product, okay. So not every orders contains every product because depends your orders. Each lot contains a selected subset of the product, okay. So this is the approach for the multiple products to order for each managers, or if you later have your own company, okay. Not every products that you need to make an order all the time. Remember that. Next. So again, as you can see here, they have DL, DM, DH. So basically, this is a models of our sample from your textbook, can you turn your textbook to 291, the table. Can you see the table? Table 11.1. Or here you can see here in slide as well. Can you see clearly the table? L, it's mean for the models, for the computer like Pro. And then M, Math Pro. And then Heavy Pro. So like Pro, it's the demand per year is 12,000. But Math Pro is only 1,200. Heavy Pro, it's the smallest ordering demand. It's only 120 per year. Okay. So it means per month only one piece. Okay. They only sell one piece. So we back to here. Can you see the slide clearly? Okay. The ordering cost again 4,000. And then specific order cost, everything SL, SM, SH is 1,000. So same for the cost. Holding cost will be the same. But unit cost, okay, same as well. All is 500. DL, DM, DH, CL, CM, CH. So for D, demand, S for ordering cost, and then C for cost. All is the same. DL, DM, DH. They ordering jointly together. Sorry. So we can see here order cost S. How about to calculate the cost? So annual holding cost. Maybe you need to see your textbook, yeah, to see more clearly. Let's say if in a slide it's getting blur or something like that. And then we need to open Excel. Okay, I will open Excel. 11.7 Excel 11.6, and then now I need 11.7. So wait. Uh-oh, what's that? Enable content. Example 11.7, check. Okay, so guys, can you see the slide that I'm showing the Excel? Desktop and then Excel 11.7. Okay, can you guys see this? 11.7. How come it's all unit discount? Okay, since this is our slide, okay, lots order and delivered jointly, slide 37. So we can see here, and, okay, lots order and delivered jointly. So they ordering jointly here, DL, the demand, holding cost. You need to use a square root, okay? Square root, don't forget. DL, DM, DH. So they ordering. Light Pro, Math Pro, Heavy Pro. And then, of course, divided by 2S. Okay, the formula, 2S. So the S will be the cost. Okay, and then they got it as the sigma K, sigma, and then DIH, holding cost, I. So we'll see here how to calculate 12,000 times 100. Okay, 100 is holding cost. Okay, and then 1,200 times 100, and then 120 times 100, and then ordering cost, the S, it's 2 times 7,000 per order. So 9.75. We got the N. Okay, annual order cost. So the formula, annual order cost, wait, where? Okay, here. The N 9.75 times the cost, okay, the S 7,000, we got it. The amount is 68,250. So that is the cost. So that's why they jointly together. Can we imagine if we only ordering like Pro for 12,000, okay? And then we need to pay so much money for ordering costs, okay? So better they do jointly together so they can share the cost. And then annual ordering and holding costs, okay? They got it from 61,512. Okay, so we will see. I show you this one. Wait. You can open your textbook as well. 11. Chapter 292. 292. So example 11.4. So we'll be here. Example 11.4. So we will see here to got this one. Can you guys see the Excel? Yes or no? Okay. Yes. So here 11.4 lot sizing. As we know, the demands from the table, right? 12,000, 1,200, and 120. And then this is all the costs, okay? So they calculate unit cost is 500, 500. Holding cost 0.2, right? Okay. So this one, the total cost, they get it from here. EOQ. So you need to count the EOQ first. Anyone must remember the formula EOQ, right? So we need to have square root and then D times S divided by 2 times, the holding cost by holding cost, right? Okay, so this one. So 11.3. So now we move on to 11.4 when they ordering jointly together, okay? When they ordering jointly together. The information for table 11.2, it's contained here. I zoom out again. Okay, so ordering costs. Ordering costs, okay, they got it, the total cost 136,558, okay. So here, as we agree, the N for orders per years, the cost is 9.75, right? Okay, and then the ordering size, if you're using Excel, okay, you can see here, D2 will be here, 12,000, okay, and then after that divided by B17. B17 will be the light pro. So the formula will be annual demand divided by orders, okay. So you will get, this is the amount 1,230. So is this the same with our slides? Yes, okay. And then to got the holding cost, 61,512. Again, the formula, holding cost, D2, okay, 12,000, divided by B17, again, 9.75, okay. So you got this one, okay. So 61 for the holding cost, 61,512, okay. If you're using the formula, you can see here, C17, where is the C17? Will be here, the order size. Okay, you can use a paper maybe in order to understand the formula. So the order size divided by 2 and then times the unit cost is 500, right? Okay. And then times the D13, okay. For the holding cost, 20%, 0.2 to S. And then you will get the amount, okay. So you can use your calculator. Let's say we do the manually. You can use your calculator to calculate the holding cost. Holding cost in order to get 61, 512, and then 6,551, okay? So everything the same. We need to use a cost. Remember the unit cost? Unit cost is 500. Unit cost is 500 for everything, for all models. For all models. So, and then we add on everything, we'll get it, the annual cost, holding cost will be 136,528. Okay, next. So this one, okay, we have the table 11.2. Look, average flow time. So you guys need to do the calculation, try manually. Okay, I knew nowadays we have a systems, but at least we need to know the manually. Okay, so as we can see, they already sum up for us. Light Pro, 12,000, Matte Pro, 1,200, and then 120. So for the flow time, basically, everything is the same, 2.67 weeks, okay. But the annual holding cost will be different, of course, because of the demand, Order frequency will be the same, 9.75, okay, per year. But holding costs, they have the difference. And then average flow time will be the same. Any question for this one? So if not, we move to capacity constraints. Capacity constraints, so let's say this is the company, WW Grangers, okay. The demand for the cost, 1,000, the holding cost 0.2, unit cost 50, and then we have common cost 500, and then we have supplier specific order costs, okay. In order to get used to all of this, you guys need to do practice, okay, since our class very short time, so and then there is no possibility we meet in face to face, okay. You try to do your exercise. If you have a question, please ask me, okay, anytime. Just drop me a message from Teams. So we see all of this, so we try to do the calculation. Okay, aggregation with capacity constraint. Supply, the S, sorry, not for supply, for the cost, okay. S, so basically to calculate everything, the formula S1, S2, S3, S4, the total cost per order is 900, okay, $900. This is for, so basically here, yeah, you turn to your books page 293. 293, okay, 293. So they have the question. So the calculation, of course, based on the question. So WW Granger sourced from hundreds of suppliers, okay. Truck loading shipping cost 500 per truck, along with $100 per pickup, and then average annual 10,000 per 10,000 units, and then each unit costs 50, and then it incurs holding cost 20%. What is the optimal order? Okay, can you see, guys, the questions right in the textbooks? So they sum up. The demand will be D, 10,000, holding cost 0.2, 20%, right? And then unit per cost 50, and then common order cost 500, and then supplier per cost per pickup, right? They have incurring a cost 100. Okay, so to calculate, to add on everything will be $900 per orders. Okay, from the equation, okay, the formula, ordering frequency, square root first, and then sigma, and then D, demand, and then HC, holding cost, okay, divided by 2 times the cost, okay. So 4 times 10,000 times holding cost 0.2, and then times 50, we will get the results 14.91. But everyone know how to use the square root, right? From the calculator, okay, they have the square root, the function, okay. And then next, for annual order cost. Annual order cost, from this order
Miss
frequency,
Cynthia,
okay, yes?
is it the screen still on the Excel or
Oh, no,
already
it's
on the,
on the PPT already.
because the screen is still on
Still on the
Excel.
Excel? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So I was, oh, this is not automatically then. I share again. Okay, wait. Is the Excel freezing? Wait, yeah. Sorry, I cannot see the chat because my screen is full on PPT. Okay, now can you see the PPT?
Yes.
Yes, capacity constraints.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Oh, hang on. Okay, so you can use your textbooks, page 293. That is the question. And then now we get through to the formula. So we need to use a calculator, right? Square root. So I repeat again. 4, okay. This 4 times 10,000, okay. Where we got the 10,000, the demand, okay. And then 0.2, the holding cost, 20%. And then 50, the cost per pickup. And then divided 2 times 900. So we got it, the total order frequency 14.91. So the order cost 14.91 times 900 divided by 4. Why we need to divide it by 4? Okay, this is the units. Okay, and then we got the annual order cost 3,355. So the holding cost per suppliers, they are the formula again. Holding costs 0.2 times 50 times the quantity, okay, 671 divided by 2 equal again 3,355. So this is all from the your textbook, okay. Maybe you can ask me, is where can we get 671? Yes, that is we get it from 10,000. Okay, our demands 10,000 divided by order frequency 14.91. Okay, let's use your calculator. So you will get 671. We need to calculate per supplier, right? Because WW Grangers is serving 100 multiple suppliers. So we need to calculate each suppliers. Let's say if they have 10 suppliers, we need to calculate the cost. So 671, we get it from, maybe you need a piece of paper, 10,000 divided by 14.91, okay. So we got that, the amount. And then this one for aggregation. Next. So how about the truck, capacity for the truck? So we need to calculate 4 times 671. So the truck capacity basically 2,684 units. Require capacity per truck. How about this? Our truck capacity only can fit 2,500. So there are the question, what is the optimal order size and frequency if its truck has only a capacity of 2,500 units? What are we going to do with 184, the leftover capacity, the leftover units? Okay, so order units from each suppliers, basically we need to count 2,500 divided by 4. So basically per suppliers only can order 625 units. And then order frequency 10,000 divided by 625 will be 16 times, okay. So annual order costs per suppliers will be increased because they need to ordering many times, okay. Remember, right? When we order more frequently, so our costs will be increased. And then holding costs will be decreased because since we order frequently, so holding costs will be decreased because we don't need to have more space for the inventory, okay. Any question till now? Or you can also turn your books to page 294. Basically, they have the formula step by step. 294. 294. 294, they have the steps. Oh, or here, I also show you the steps for lots of order and then jointly. So N, most frequently order, okay, holding cost, demands. And then, of course, the total cost, and then plus its models, SI, okay. And then for all products, evaluate the order frequency. So we need to calculate. And then for all. So we can see the Excel. Excel, it's from example 11.6. I will show the Excel. Excel. Please tell me if you can see the Excel 11.5. 11.5, okay. Can you see the Excel?
No.
No? Okay. It means must be manually. Okay, wait.
Mine here
Check.
mine here have Excel.
Okay, Excel, yeah?
Mine here see Excel, I mean.
So this one, 11.5, aggregation capacity constraints. So we can see here the demand. So this is from the books, right? From the questions. So in order to get 900s, we have the formula before, okay? Maybe you can say, Miss, how about if I don't remember the formula? Okay, nowadays we have a system, so you just key in the numbers. But unfortunately, you need to memorize the formula, okay, bit by bit. I'm not too sure for the final exam because maybe there is the question asking for the formula because our final exam will do online as well, okay? So yeah, basically will be online exam, yeah. So we're back to our topics. Order cost 900 used to be previously we already make a calculation how to get 900s, right? That is from all the costs S and then plus all the models from the suppliers. So in here they're using a formula B6 500, right? And then plus B7 supplier pickup cost, okay? And then after that times B8. So 500 plus B7 times B8. 500 plus 100 times 4. You get the cost for 900. Okay. Next, the capacity constraints. Before we already calculate as well. 14.91. They're using the square root. So remember Excel, it's our friends when we do the calculation for supply chains. Besides of the function equal sum, okay, equal if. They also have equal square root. So you can use this formula, okay. As long as you know the formula, then you can do it. Okay, so we get the results 14.91. So you can learn the formula from the Excel. Play around with your Excel. I think we don't have enough time for me to explain everything, okay? So you need to cooperate with me. Please learn from Excel as well to see the formula and then use your textbook, okay? And then ordering from cost quantity ordering, again, they have the formula in order to get 670 because since using a computer, so they have the decimals 670.82. But when we do the calculation, right, it's 1,000 divided 14.91. 1,000 divided 14.91, we got it. We round up, become 671. Okay, only difference in the decimals. And then total amount of the trucks, again, we can use the calculation manually. So if from the PPT, we got the numbers is 2,684. Again, we round up. But nowadays in Excel, they have the decimals, 2683.28. And then we got the annual whole order cost, 13,416. Basically, from B14, okay, move to B11, 14.91 times 900, okay. So same, holding cost. They have the formula. They have the formula, yeah. And then the next one, for the capacity, we need to know, right? Before the capacity, ordering per suppliers, we got it only 625. How to get 625? As you know, in here, it's from 2,500 divided by 4. Maybe you need to have your PPT slide and your Excel because from here, I cannot really show you two file together, right? So you can maybe having your PPT on your mobile phone and then Excel on your laptop, okay? That's my suggestion, okay? And then ordering frequency, it's 10,000, the demands, divided by order quantity. So we got it in here, 16. So annual holding per cost, order cost is 14,400. And then holding cost, reduce 12,500. Remember, our truck capacity only 2,500. And then require capacity per truck 2,684. So like I said, where are we going to put the 184? So basically, we must follow the truck capacity only 2,500. That's why we need to increase the order frequency to 16. Okay. So any question for this? If not, we will move back to our PowerPoint. I know it's quite long, yeah. Please be patient. Sharing PPT. Can you guys see the PPT now?
Yes.
PowerPoint, yes, okay. Uh-oh, what happened this one? Okay. So the formula, done, this one. Okay, order quantity jointly again. Uh-oh. Sorry, what happened with my computer?
Any problems there?
Yes, just wait. Problems with my computer, wait.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. Now, can you see my PPT?
not yet here.
Not yet. Okay. How about now? Step 1, step 2?
There it is. There it is.
Yes. Okay. So this one again, I need to show you the Excel again, 11.6. So basically today most likely we need to combine using the Excel, square root again. So the basic formula, you just need to remember the economic order quantity. Okay, that is the basic formula we must have in our mind. For the next one, like lots order, aggregation, and everything, we just need to use the Excel to do the calculation and everything. Okay, but that's why I encourage you guys to do the practice. Okay, to do the practice using the Excel, so you can know the formula. So 11 point. Now we need to move to 11.6. Okay. 11.6, can you guys see the Excel, or maybe the Excel, anyone? Can you see my Excel?
No.
No?
No.
Oh,
It's still
okay.
PowerPoint.
Still PowerPoint. Wait, I need to stop sharing and then share again. It's annoying. Okay, this one now, can you see? Okay. Yes, for Light Pro, right? Light Pro, in order to get the amount of 11, remember we have the formula, step 1, from your textbook, 294 to 95, okay? The formula, order independently frequency, square root, holding costs, times demands, and then divided by 2 supplier 2 times cost, and then plus SI. Okay, so as you can see here, the square root, for D12, okay, they need to amount D12. Where is D12? 20%, 0.2, the holding cost, okay. The demand, okay, we have demand, and then we have the cost, 500, okay, and then divided by 2 for the cost again, and then plus the cost. So basically everything in your Excel, can you see right here? D times D8, where is D8? D8's total cost is 500, and then times D2, the demand, 12,000, right? And then divided our formula, 2 in the bracket S, the cost, plus SI. So the 11, okay, the cost is 4,000 plus 500 plus the specific ordering cost, sorry, 1,000 D5, yeah, because we calculate for the Light Pro, so we get the results 11. So how to calculate the Math Pro? Just use the same formula. Of course, the D5 we change to D6, and then the unit cost, since in here all the same, we change it to D9, okay, but for D11 and D12 will be the same. So let's see, yeah, here 9 and D6. Can you see this one, right? The formula D6 and D9. Remember, the front you need to use square root. Square root. Oops. Okay. Wait. Oh no. Okay, so this one, right? And then step 2, how to calculate the evaluate ordering frequency. Still the same, the formula, HC times demands divided by 2, the formula, and then the cost. So we get this, the results. 24.5, okay. Again, use the square root. So basically, if you have Excels, that will be so much easier. But the things you just need to practice using your Excel. Okay. I can't really help you, so only you need to do the practice, and then you can do to solve this problem. So basically, we need to do step 1, step 2, and step 3, and then step 4. Okay. Step 1, step 2. So if you're having PPT, we are in the slide 44, slide 45. And then to calculate the total cost. How to calculate the total cost? Okay. So using the formula ordering frequency, you can open maybe your textbook. Yeah, it's better. Textbook, page 296, because if I'm changing PPT and Excel will cause a trouble. Okay, so better you opening your textbooks. We see the last step, step 5, to find out the total cost. Okay, to find out the total cost. So ordering per year, we using the results from step 4 and step 5 will be 11.47. So remember our ordering quantity size. It's 1,000, right? On the top, 12,000 ordering quantity, okay? So they're using the formula, remember? The demands divided by ordering per year, okay? They got it, quantity 1,046. And then ordering costs. So we need to calculate ordering costs and then holding costs. So we got it total cost. So basically total cost, we got it from order cost plus holding cost. Order cost plus holding cost. As you can see here, the formula, okay, I will share the PPT here. I stopped sharing for Excel. Sharing Excel, I will share PPT. I know guys, it's a little bit difficult for formula. Okay, so this one, yeah. Total cost, this is the formula. But when you use Excel, so much easier, okay. As long as you know the formula, okay. So ordering frequency and times the cost, and then plus the sigma n s plus sigma, again, demand divided by 2 ordering frequency, and then holding costs. So how to apply? There is the applying step by step. This is manually, yeah. Actually, I already show you the Excel. They already got the just using the formula. Okay. We move on to others PPT, other slides. Any question for ordering jointly? So basically, the most important, we use the step by step. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and then step 4. You're using the formula. So we always use the square root. Square root is a must. Okay. So the total cost, 1,307.66. So here, again, the total cost. So lot size, it's different now. The ordering policy, 4.53 per week for heavy pro, because not much for the demand per year. So around 11 weeks they need for the flow time, okay. And then for the ordering size, they need only to ordering 52, not much, not like Light Pro. Okay. Okay, we continue. Economic scales to exploit quantity discounts. About lot size based on discount, volume-based discount. So now we need to know, okay, how about we apply the discount? When is the right time for discount? Maybe, oh, miss, to apply the discount, it depends, seasonal. Like near Christmas, of course, we need to give a discount, to give promotion. But how many the stocks, how big the volume to give a discount. Okay, so we can see here lot size discount based on the quantity order in a single lot, and then volume based discount. Discount is based on the total quantity purchased over a given period. Two common schemes: all unit quantity discounts. And then of course we need to think about marginal unit quantity discounts. Okay, since economics policy, economics order quantity, of course we need to think about the profit, or are we going to make a profit or loss for this product. Okay, two basic questions: what is the optimal purchasing decisions for a buyer seeking to maximize the profits? And then under what conditions should a supplier offering quantity discounts? Okay, like we knew in the beginning, normally logic or common sense, if you buy more, if you purchase more, let's say more than 100, they will give you a discount. If you purchase below 100, they won't give you a discount. Okay, that is the common sense or logic. Okay, so pricing schedules, normally they need to schedule the price, and then how big the quantity, and then average units for the cost. So still the same, yeah, we use the economic order quantity concepts, Q, C, K. And then of course the holding cost and demands. We can see here, cost type 1, quantity 1, cost 2, quantity 2. Okay, so this is the average unit cost for all unit if we will give a discount. Again, the formula, the basic formula, right, still the same. EOQ, economic order quantity. So this one you need to memorize this. Next, again, next step will be the same, quantity. For let's say if we see the quantity smaller than demand quantity, then we must set QI, okay, equal QI. If the quantity, the big quantity, okay, lesser the its quantity of the product, then a discount is not possible. But if we set the quantity, the quantity squares, okay, then it's mean equal to quantity for each product, it's qualified for the discount. That's why sometimes if you go to some stores, they will say this one is normal price. Only for certain products, they give a discounts. Like if you go to IKEA, right? Pay attention. Not all products they give a discount. If you go to Zara, they use the terms, this is new arrival, no discount. Okay. This is old stuff, old products, old stocks, so we will give a discount. But sometimes the discount is also vary. 20%, 30%, 40%, depends. So that's why we need to see the quantity. We need to see the quantity. Then after that, we can give a discount. Okay. And then total cost will be the same. Demand divided by quantity times S, it's for the cost, remember? And then quantity square. And then divided by 2, holding cost, plus demands times cost. Okay, this one is the total annual cost. Okay, so we can see here the sample. Are we in the same slide? All quantity discount with the table. So if you order the quantity from 0 till 4,999, the unit price is $3 per unit. If you are ordering more than 5,000 till 9,999, the price 2.96. And then 10,000 or more, 2.92. Okay, this one discount quantity, it's for a supplier to give a discount to a buyer. Okay, seller to buyers, yeah, suppliers to a company. The quantity 0, quantity 1, 5,000, quantity 2, 10,000. So the price, unit price, will be $3, 2.96, 2.92. The demand per year, still the same, 12,000. And then the cost per lot is $100. The holding cost, H is 0.2, 20%. So normally to get the holding cost, you need to times 0.2 times 100. Okay, remember that. Don't forget. That is the basic formula. So here, Q0, Q1, Q2. They calculate. This is using the EOQ, the basic formula. EOQ. They got the results. 6,325, 6,200, 6,325, 6,367, 6,411. Okay, the unit price difference, right? Okay, so that's why the economic order quantity for the price discount. Okay, and then step 2, we ignore the I equals 0 because quantity 0 larger than quantity 1. Quantity 1 is 5,000. So shall we give a discount? So if we're using this one, 6,367, and then for Q2, they're using 10,000. Okay, let's we move to the next slide. So the total cost will be 354. So wait, maybe you already. We need to turn on to your books, page 300 and 301. 300 and 301. I need to make sure we are in the same page. And then I need to show you the Excel. Now I need to show you the Excel. It's very, very important. Excel 11.8. Okay. 11.8. Can you see the Excel? No one?
Yeah.
Yes, Excel, yeah?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Okay, this one?
It's here.
Yeah, okay. This one, and then we need to show you marginal table. So I will show you 11.8, the Excel. So remember, from the table, if you order less than 5,000 quantity, the price $3. And then less than 10,000, the price, less than 10,000, above 5,000, the price is 2.96. If more than 10,000, the price is 2.92. Okay, so we can see here, if we're ordering 4,000, it means less than 5,000. The price, unit cost, $3. Okay. And then to get the total cost, of course, we must add from the annual material cost plus the annual order cost. Okay. So average unit cost, annual holding cost, you need to use a formula. Okay. So if I explain again one by one, of course, not enough time. So you need to practice. Yeah, please. I hope you do the practice. You can try to play on from your Excel and then using your calculator to make sure whether the formula it's right. Okay. So as we can see, the total cost here, if we back to our PPT, so the unit per bottle total annual cost, okay, will be 3 for the 4,000 for the order quantity. The total annual cost will be 364,200. Okay, this one, yeah. And then if you're ordering 10,000, the quantity, the total cost 361. It's higher, right? 361,780. This one, the total annual cost. There's a difference, yeah? Okay, between when you're ordering 4,000, less than 5,000, and then when you're ordering above 10,000, because the price is already cheaper, 2.92. Okay. Then now we can see example, check. Can you see here the total cost? Okay, this one. We can see, yeah, the difference. 363,900, 363,900, and then 3,061,780. When you're ordering more than 10,000, okay, it's 360. Okay, this one with the discount. How about this one without the discount? So basically, the total cost will be 3,063. Without the discount, yeah? $3. $3 without the discount. To see the impact, lower the cost, lower fixed cost, change. This one you can also practice using this one. To see the impact, lower the fixed cost, change cell 3 to 4, and evaluate the order quantity with the minimum total cost. Okay, you can play around with this. Okay, now I will back to the slide. It's already 9:20 and then we need to do the presentation. I knew today's slide is too long. Miss Hannah, shall we cover everything? Which one is more important? Any main idea?
Because I'm not sure what's on the exam. Is it all going to be on the test?
Yeah, me too. I'm not too sure because will be Mr. Evo will decide the question. Have you met him?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Well, if I were writing the exam, I would cut it super short, but I think you've probably covered the majority of it as long as the students know just to finish and read the rest of the chapter.
Yeah, because it's too long, 107 the slide. And then yeah. I know, thank you. So I will tell them. Okay, guys, so since the slide is too long, maybe you need to cover by yourself. The most important things is the economic order quantity. The rest, we just use the formula. Because basically supply chain, everything works best on Excel. So Excel, again, as you know, playing around with the computer, you need to have a self-experience, okay? So you need to practice using the Excel to see how to calculate. And then the rest, I'm sure you will be fine, okay? Only if you later next semester, if you learn or study operation management, so that will be manually. To do the calculation will be manually. So for now on, any questions? Millie? Vanessa, Adriel, any question? Okay, no. So basically, please, until the end of the slide, okay, basically they're covering about the marginal level, okay. So how to replenish the policy, okay. And then basically for the supply chains, how about managers need to do the ordering to calculate the inventory and everything, okay. And then when they need to do the promotion, okay, maybe I can show you this slide. Wait, this one, I think this one is important. Wait, yeah. Okay, this one. Trade promotions. Can you see the slide? Yeah, trade promotion. Normally, when we're having a promotion, automatically will increase the cycle inventory, okay, in a supply chain. So if we set the price everyday low price in the supermarket, normally we can see this one, right? Like a hypermart, everyday low price, or maybe the shoes pay less. everyday low price. So what is their formula? Again, back to economic order quantity. Again, back to lot size ordering quantity. About the ordering for the shoes, less than 5,000 or more than 5,000 or more than 10,000. And then they can apply the discount. Discount will be applied to the item sold to the customer, not the quantity purchased by the retailers. Again, when you sell to the customers, of course, we can't say, oh, you can buy more than 2 and then you will get extra discount. Again, nowadays, if you pay attention to the stores, sometimes like Marks and Spencer. Anyone like to shop at Marks and Spencer? They always do the promotion. If you buy 2 or more items, you will get more discount, 20%. But if you only buy 1 items, you only get 10% discounts. Anyone notice that? So you can actually learn based on your experience if you go to Marks and Spencer. Again, I went to Marks and Spencer. Basically, for the clothing, I can't really buy because the size is too big. But I always show the promotion: buy 2 or more, you will get extra discount. Of course, this is play around for economic order quantity and for the profit. They determine the discount. Yeah, and then scanner-based promotion. Yes, nowadays they are based on scanner promotion. Trade promotion maybe makes sense when dealing with elasticity and holding costs are high. And then with strong brands, again, if you learn or study about brands, brand management, there are certain brands is strong brands. There are home brands only. Basically, home brands normally, of course, the price will be lower comparing to premium brands. Like sugars, if you go to Carrefour or Transmart, they have their home brand sugars, labeling with Transmart or Carrefour. But for premium sugars like Gulaku, of course, the price will be cost more. We need to see the strong brands. And then competitive response, of course, this one, yeah. And then this one, multi-challenge cycle inventory. Basically, we must have very good management coordination. Last week, if you already watched from Miss Hannah video, okay, it's talking about coordination. So basically, we must have a very good coordination. Okay, now we stop sharing. Adriel, Kevin, are you ready for presentation? Or so Miss Hannah, actually we have a presentation, our group presentation. I asked them to find out the supply chain management from the company. So actually we have 2 groups. One is Michelle group. They're talking about IKEA. Where is Marco? Why he's not here?
I don't know, Miss. In the morning, he's calling you, right?
Oh, okay. So,
I can't
so
contact
he
him.
is absent for today then. So because next week is Miss Hannah doing the class, okay? So maybe you can't really do the presentation. So you need to wait until next week. Because my plan, actually, the schedules, this week we will finish the presentation. Okay, then can you find Marco maybe while we ask Michelle groups, Dominic's group to do the presentation? Michelle, are you there? Dominic?
Yes,
Now?
I'm here.
Uh,
Hello?
Yes, hello.
I'll try to contact.
Maybe you do you have the function of sharing screen?
Him.
And then please turn on your camera so I can see. Have you guys taken a shower, right? Or at least wash your face? Okay, maybe Dominic, Lutfi, and Michelle, turn on the camera and then you can start to do the presentation.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So you can basically they already do the video call, so you can do the introduction first, introduce yourself, and then after that you can share your video screen. Morning, Dominic. Yes. Michelle, Lutfi.
Wait, please.
Okay. Michelle, Lutfi. So you can start to do the presentation. Okay. Who gonna start first? Michelle is here or not? Michelle.
I think I see Michelle last time.
Yeah, I saw her too. So you want to do the introduction and then I will show the screen of video, or you want to share the screen of video?
Also, we're going to show the video that we recorded.
Sure. Maybe show the camera for three of you, Dominic, Michelle, and yes, good morning, Michelle, and Lutfi. So maybe you guys want to do the introduction first. What are you going to present and everything?
Where's Lutfi?
Where's Lutfi? Lutfi, I heard his
Hello.
voice. Yes, your camera, please.
Here. That's my face here.
Okay, good. Sure. Thank you. So this is Lutfi, okay, Muhammad Lutfi, and then before is Michelle, before is Dominic, the first one, okay? So you can start to do the introduction for your group assignment, please. Thank you.
So hi guys, hi Miss Sylvia, hi Miss Hannah. So our group will present to you about the
So
supply
in this morning we will present our presentation about IKEA supply chain management. Mrs. Sylvia, we hope you saw the YouTube video about a few days ago.
Yes.
All right. So how should I capture the slide from here?
Michelle, are you going to share the slide, or Lutfi, or anyone? Here, click the share. There is a besides of the microphone, there are the icon share.
All right. Share. Oh, I see. Share PowerPoints.
Yes.
All right. Let me check. Let me put this on. I need to screen cap the presentation first because I think I put it elsewhere. It's gonna be but long because I have to open the Explorer first.
Oh, okay.
Please wait a moment.
Sure.
Okay, it's okay. Group check.
Maybe Michelle or Dominic can help.
Yeah, I'm trying as well.
Oh, okay, sure. Click share here. Beside of the microphone, there are the button of share, and then share. You click share and then share the desktop. It's easier.
All right. Is it working?
Not yet. Not yet.
It's loading in my screen.
Oh, okay, loading, sure.
Let's see.
Yeah, is it showing now?
Where's Microsoft PowerPoint?
It's showing up on my screen.
Yes, okay, cool. I show it as well. I can see. Guys, can you see our friend's presentation?
Oh, I just click. I just shared my. I just screen cap my PowerPoint presentation too.
No, don't screenshot, but just share so everyone can see.
No, no, I mean, I am streaming the PPT presentation too. Can you see it?
No, maybe so who gonna do the who gonna show the PPT? Just one of you, because I think we can't really share the screen like everyone share the screen. So only
Alright.
one, or either Dominic or Lutfi. It's up to you guys.
Right. Dominic, you go or shall I go?
Yeah, let me do it.
All right. There it is.
Okay.
All right. So once again, hello Internet. You too, Mrs. Sylvia and Mrs. Hannah too. Today we will present you IKEA supply chain management as briefly as we can. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's go.
Okay, sure.
Okay, Dom, next slide, please.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so about IKEA, which I often see this at the store hanging around in Taman Sutra, I believe what it's called.
Yes,
Whatever.
Alam Sutra.
Oh, I see. IKEA is a Swedish company run by Ingvar Kamprad. I hope I pronounced it right. In 1943, as a statement says, the company used to sell things like pens, photo frames, jewelry, and many more. And until 1947, they started selling a unique furniture called disassembled furniture. Disassembled furniture is what I think it's like playing a puzzle, but instead you put it on the wall with a frame, you put it on the floor and enjoy your life. Okay, next. So IKEA's DIY system over their disassembled furniture products is what makes over 52 countries interested about their nature. And until November 2018, there has been about 424 stores available throughout the globe. Next page, please. And the way they do it, IKEA starts their very own global market sorry, IKEA starts their global marketing campaign. They open their stores in Norway, Japan, and the US in the following years. And turns out people really like it. People really like IKEA and its products, and the brand name itself, it's pretty catchy to hear and like, you know, everything. Next. Now, in this section, I'll be explaining about the outcomes IKEA has during their global marketing campaign. Next, please. So here are 4 benefits, and the middle of them is the risk they take. So I'll be explaining the benefits first. So here IKEA benefits first. 1, cost efficiency, and timely system. IKEA has a bunch of warehouses and manufacturing plants in every country, so they don't need to get hassled by hefty costs and long delivery time. With lower production costs up to 2 to 3%, this way, IKEA also have improved profit. It's the second one. The key to this is having a select amount of suppliers and having their supply chain and its logistics to various countries. The third one, it expands the market because IKEA gains more access directly to their customers all over the globe. And lastly, it establishes cooperation. IKEA has cooperated over 1,300 suppliers in 53 countries. Now, yeah, it's 53 countries, including small-time suppliers as well. On the middle one, like I said, it's the risk they take. At the same time, they risk one, forced adaptation, the below one. Notable examples are the differences in standard bed size in Sweden compared to American standards. In the European ones, according to Americans, is too small. Like they can't even fit their existing mattresses and bed sheets. So they have to readjust it to make it fit for American customers. Because if they don't, they lost 3 to 40% sales on that market. And then the top one, you see price differences. Prices in European and American countries tend to be higher than the prices in Asian countries. Uh, I hope you saw the example I explained from the video, from the YouTube video. Uh, I explained about the dolls. IKEA also sell children's toys. The Sharky Blahai doll here is 279,000 rupiah, which means it's about what I remember. It's 11 or maybe 12, but in UK it's 17 pounds. 17 pounds here is 311,052 rupiah. Therefore, the doll's price in this store is cheaper than the UK store. All right, I'll leave up to who's next for the next cover.
Michelle.
So I'm going to explain to you about the order winners and order qualifiers. So the order qualifiers owned by IKEA are furniture with a simple design. Next, Dom. Okay. Furniture are furniture with simple design but still modern. IKEA has a minimalist design and can be accepted by various cultures in each country. So, in addition, IKEA also has a large level of product variation, ranging from beds, chairs, tables, cabinets, dolls, to home goods such as glass bottles, brushes, pillows, and others with relatively cheap and affordable price. So IKEA also has products with good quality and high level of availability. And the order winners of IKEA are that IKEA has a unique store with logistics and warehouses in the stores. Um, Customers can also browse the products because the design of the shop has an in-store showroom and the product has been segmented from store entry to exit. The desired product can be taken alone in the warehouse. So to be able to take the product easily, IKEA designs its products in a flat packages so that they are easy to be carried and can later be assembled on their own with the instructions provided. And this can reduce shipping costs and also the space needed. Next. So the impacts of global supply chain network to the total quality management of IKEA. Next. So the one of the total quality management practices applied by IKEA was originally the Deming cycle, which has plan, do, check, and act. So plan, the employees find problems that occur in the company and then convey the problem to superiors as well as deliver solutions that can be applied. Do, the solution in the form of a method or product is then tested. Is it suitable for applied to the problem? And then check. Uh, when tested, determine whether the method of product is suitable for application or still needs revision, and then act. If the method is suitable, then the solution will be implemented in the organization or its customers. However, at this time, because IKEA has begun to enter the global market, or it already is, IKEA has begun to implement another method, namely how to avoid it before the problem occurs. Some ways are next, using information technology in order to predict accurately. Two, quality control with employee training, and others for anticipate before problems occur. And then three, transportation and logistics are simply to reduce possibilities of the occurrence of the problem. Next. Major financial and marketing problems of IKEA, the Six Sigma plan. Next. So, Six Sigma plan, Six Sigma is a measuring tool that can assess the quality of a product or service. The Six Sigma concept is derived from the combination of the concept of total quality management with SPC, statistical process control. So there are 5 steps to use the Six Sigma uh, problem solving, known as the DMA's IC method. Next, I think it's in the next slide. Yeah, DMA IC method. So there are define, measure, analysis, improve, and control. So in define, this stage aims to define and select what problems will be solved and how much it will cost and the impact on customers. And 2, measure. This stage aims to measure the problems that have been identified and carried out by taking data and then measuring its characteristics and determine what steps should be taken to make improvements. And then 3, analysis. This stage aims to find solution to the problem that have been identified. In this stage, must be able to analyze and validate the root of the problem or solution through a hypothesis. 4, improve. This stage aims to take corrective actions to the existing problems by conducting tests and experiments to maximize the existing solutions so that they can truly solve the problem and be useful for the future. And lastly, control. This stage aims to establish standardization and control and maintain the process that has been improved in the long term and prevents potential problems that will occur in the future or when there is a change in process, labor, and management changes. Next. So at IKEA Indonesia itself, uh, it, it has never experienced damage to the goods at the time of delivery. This is because most IKEA products come from Indonesia, especially in Solo. So if suppliers are taken to local suppliers, yeah, if yeah, they can minimize and reduce the risk experienced when shipping the goods. Local shipments are shorter and closer than international shipping. And if they want to send their products abroad, they can use third person logistics, third party logistics, sorry, where they organize the distributions of goods professionally on an international scale. In addition, they can also minimize damage to goods at time of delivery because their goods are packaged flat in a flat packages. So thereby reducing costs. Then their shops also do not need to send their goods from one place to another, such as warehouse to store, because the store itself is the warehouse and the show. Next.
All right. So speaking about international scale, I will be presenting about globalization and IKEA's international strategy. The first thing I want to talk about is the different modes of transportation. To name a few, the modes of transportations are railways, roadways, airways, and waterways, which are the most common. And then there's pipelines. So how does insurance costs? How are insurance costs affected by globalization and the use of multiple means of transportation across borders? Globalization, by definition, is a growing trend towards economic integration between countries. An example of globalization and the liberation of trade is the ASEAN Free Trade Agreement, which is an agreement between countries in Southeast Asia. So that eliminated a lot of costs and promoted advancements in technology, which greatly benefits multinational companies like IKEA because it makes it easier to send goods to other foreign countries and which will lead to increased growth and competition. And competition is good because it often leads to more variations and improvements in products. So uh, each mode of transportation has its own process of logistics depending on the nature of the transportation. It might be a bit longer or shorter. An insurance company will ensure the delivery of raw materials between their distribution centers, and they charge higher fees depending uh, on the location and the distance that they have to go to transport the products. So how does IKEA adjust its manufacturing and distribution to take into account the product seasonality? IKEA does not make products that based on a season basis, but rather it adopts a global localization strategy, which means that each country has its own products that are sorry, products that are special that only exist in certain countries. So, for example, if I go to an IKEA in Alam Sutra in Indonesia, they would serve martabak in their cafes, but I wouldn't be able to find that in an IKEA in Sweden. So that's an example of global localization. But of course, other products such as the IKEA meatballs. Due to popular demand, they kind of standardize it throughout their IKEA stores around the world. So in terms of distribution, IKEA has their logistics in store, which means that there are people, they offer a service to record delivery, location of the product, and to order goods carried out by managers and the staff. So if there's a problem with the products, you can go to the logistics staff and you can sort out your problems there, which means to improve the customer experience and customer after sales service. So that's a unique selling point to draw customers to come to shop at IKEA instead of other firms. And yeah, this kind of streamlines the inventory process in IKEA because the inventory that comes to the store is recorded through what is called the ERP system and the warehouse management data system. And from using this data, they can determine, do market analysis or forecast sales to predict and help in their decision making process. In terms of inventory valuation and cost of the product, how will this cost be affected by globalization? Of course, every firm wants to make a profit, right? It's all about balancing the cost and revenue. So one method that IKEA could use is the first in and first out inventory management system, which means that the first inventory unit that enters the company's warehouse will be sold first. And this tends to reduce the prices of IKEA's raw materials and makes it easier to calculate their profits. So some costs of creating and maintaining inventory for a final product includes reduced cost per touch, cost per unit, improved continuous relationship with suppliers, and due to the nature of IKEA's service, which is the do-it-yourself installation that customers can do, it will reduce the IKEA's packaging costs. And yeah, they could use all these savings that IKEA could use their savings to make further improvements in their services, such as investment in technology and buying up additional capital. How will these costs be affected by globalization? It will lead to increased consumerism, where consumers look for cheaper goods, and IKEA has a advantage on that. And IKEA must also continue to innovate so their costs can continuously be reduced. Technological advances will enable consumers to compare prices with other companies' product and allow the market to speak and tell them what the company should do and find a way to satisfy that market demand. And that is the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle, Dominic, and Lutfi. Yeah, I just wondering, you said about the supplier is from Indonesia, is from Solo. So from Solo to Jakarta, what mode of transportation they will use? From Solo to Jakarta, are they going to use a flight or to use a trucks?
Is that question for everyone, or?
Yeah, for everyone, for your groups, basically.
Yeah, so the transportation for Solo to Jakarta, it would be using roadways.
Okay,
So
but it will take time, right?
Sorry?
It will take time, longer times from Solo to
Yeah,
Jakarta?
but it is like uh cheaper than airways. I don't know if there's airways from Solo to Jakarta, but yeah, I'm sure it's like using trucks.
Okay, but if you use a trucks, mode of transportation, land, for example, okay, maybe a trucks or railways, okay. But how about the damaged products? Is there any damaged product? How many percent IKEA will give a portion for the damaged product? 10% from the total order or 5%? Did you guys ask about this to IKEA?
Um, for that question specifically, we
Mhm.
didn't. But
Okay.
as I mentioned before, like in IKEA, there's low to none damage to the goods at the time of delivery
Mhm.
uh, first the suppliers is local, so it
Mhm.
reduces damage, and there's smart packaging that's uh, flat. So with flat packaging, it reduces the damage
Them.
to the goods too. Uh,
Okay.
and lastly, the third party logistics.
Mm-hmm.
They sometimes use third party logistics, so their goods is handled professionally and stuff like that.
Okay, sure. So besides from Solo, of course, they still import from Sweden or China. Is there any product that IKEA Indonesia gathered from China or only mainly from Sweden?
Uh, I'm sure China exports a lot of their products to IKEA
Uh-huh.
just because China has a competitive advantage in
Mm-hmm.
terms of manufacturing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would imagine a lot of products from IKEA are made in China.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
sure.
actually checked before. I haven't
Uh-huh.
looked at the bottom. I have a few IKEA products, but I
Uh-huh.
haven't at the bottom to check where it's made from. But
Uh-huh.
then it's relatively cheap
Mm-hmm.
compared to other buying from other companies. So yeah,
Yeah.
I would imagine it's from China.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So if from China, of course, the transportation they will use, of course, shipping. Yeah, by not not gonna use by air because air, of course, is costs more expensive because count by kilo, right? If they using a ship, okay, will be measurement by cubication metric, right? Okay, so good, thank you, Dominic. Any suggestion from Miss Hannah to this group about presentation of IKEA?
I don't have anything specifically. I think you did a good job covering the company and presenting the material. So good job. IKEA is actually one of my favorite supply chain companies because they actually trick us into shopping in their warehouses. So when you get to the end of the IKEA showroom, you're basically picking and packing your own truck. It's pretty great. IKEA is
Yeah,
pretty smart. So interesting company for you to feature. This is a good job.
that's true. Thank you, Miss Hannah.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, Kevin, we still couldn't find Marco, right?
Yeah, Miss.
Okay. So maybe we will so your group presentation will be next week in early
Yeah.
April.
Okay.
Okay, but you need to submit your assignment and video
Wait.
presentation to Moodle. Don't forget.
Yeah. Already, Miss.
Already, okay, because I already make a folders. And then one more thing, guys. Wait, yeah. I knew some of you may be having a class. It's okay. Hang on. Wait. I need to show you this one. About Moodle. Can you about Moodle. Okay, would you mind, guys, to open week 12? Week 12 or topic 12. And then there are the survey. Has anyone see the survey? Student feedback questionnaires. Okay, that one. You guys need to fill in this in order you guys can have access to week 13 or topic 13. Sorry, I couldn't hear you clearly. Guys, can anyone hear me?
Yeah, miss.
Okay, yeah. So please, you need to fill in this one, the survey, and then submit it. So because in here they mention, so you can have access for next week materials. Okay. So you submit, Kevin, where did you submit your group presentation? Week 12 or
On
week
Mood
11?
week 11.
Oh, week 11, okay. Then week 12, I will just delete the groups then because week 11 we already done. So about any questions about this? So next week, our topic will be managing uncertainty, will be covered by Miss Hannah. So Miss Hannah will stay with us until early April, and then after that, she will go back to her country because of the pandemic issue, okay, in Indonesia. So I think it's not safe for her too in Indonesia. So guys, please stay safe, and then please remember we need to have social distance. And then thank you so much for participating today lecture. Hope you enjoy the rest of the week. So if I have any more information, I will post in Teams. Okay. So hopefully everyone can receive the message, yeah. So if not on Teams, I will post on Moodle. So please check your Teams or your Moodle regularly, okay?
Okay, miss.
Okay,
Oh,
thank you
excuse me.
guys.
I
Yeah,
would like to
any
I
question?
want to ask one thing first. What happened about doing meetings in Zoom?
Meetings in Zoom. I knew actually at the beginning, I would like to use Zoom, but since UPH already create using Microsoft Teams, so I need to follow their request to use Microsoft Teams because from here they can track our statistic, our participants, and everything. Okay, so maybe if you already download Zoom, you can just delete it, that apps. But actually, Zoom is quite a very good application.
Let's say I'm just keeping it for another case possible.
Yeah, sure. You can keep it just in case. Just in case. And then there are questions from your friends about week 13, risk assignment, okay? So risk assignment in here, I haven't got the materials because in here is a Mr. Evo put in the assignment. So I will make sure double check with him and then I will inform you guys. So please check your message regularly from Teams. If I already receive the information from Pak Evo, I will inform you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much,
Okay,
guys.
miss.
See
Thank
you.
you, miss.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you,
Bye
miss.
bye. Yeah,
Stay
thank
safe, stay
you.
healthy.
Yeah, you guys too. Stay safe. Stop recording.